The vicious defamation trial of former husband and wife Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has finally come to an end, and it has been a wild ride to say the least. From Depp's cocaine jar to the Muffin Man to the blatant courtroom shade, it's undeniable that the trial has been packed with some unforgettable moments. So, let's look at the top 10 moments from Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. Number 10. Heard's attorney objects to his own question. When a lawyer asks a question, it's not uncommon for the other legal team to say an objection to their question. However, what is uncommon is objecting to one's own question. But this didn't stop Heard's lawyer. During attorney Adam Nadelhaft's questioning of Ben King, who was the house manager for the Australian rental property that Amber Heard and Johnny Depp had previously rented out. While inquiring about a 2015 altercation that occurred in Australia, Nadelhaft implied that King wasn't informed what had caused damage to Depp's hand, to which King replied that a doctor told him that Pirates of the Caribbean actor had sustained an injury on his finger. A stumbling Nadelhaft immediately interrupted with an objection while the witness was answering the question. Obviously surprised, Judge Penny Azkarate reminded him that it was his own query that he was rebutting, and prompted him to move on to his next question, bringing stutters of embarrassment from Mr. Nadelhaft and giggles from Johnny Depp's bench. This awkward moment soon went viral on TikTok for the world to see and laugh at. Although Mr. Nadelhaft remained professional throughout, his hiccup is probably what the internet will best remember him for. Number 9. The Vaping Man. The trial has not only brought in many celebrities, but has also turned many unknown names into viral sensations. In this instance, Alejandro Romero, who was a doorman at the Eastern Columbia building in downtown Los Angeles, where Depp and Heard used to live together, became an integral part of the trial. Romero pre-recorded his deposition, which isn't that unusual. However, what is unusual is that Romero recorded his testimony from a car while vaping. Although he ultimately cooperated, Romero made it evident that he wasn't interested in preparing for the trial, he clearly just wanted to get this over with. Filming from behind the wheel of his car while sipping soda and smoking irritably, Romero was clearly uninterested in answering questions from Heard's counsel, Elaine Bredehoft, about an incident 6 years back when cops were called to the complex to respond to a heated dispute between the couple. Romero didn't even wait for the testimony to wrap before driving away. The fans online weren't the only ones cracking up, as Johnny Depp and the rest of the court could barely contain their laughter over the unprecedented deposition. Security guard grilled over Depp's genitals. Another memorable witness was Depp's bodyguard, Malcolm Connolly, who had worked for Mr. Depp in 2015 when he was shooting Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales in Australia. Mr. Connolly was asked about what it was like to be in the couple's inner circle and explained what he saw behind closed doors, including an incident in which he was forced to interfere in another domestic quarrel between the couple. He confirmed he heard shouting coming from the inside of the home when he arrived, but couldn't make out the exact words that were being said. However, the interrogation by Ms. Heard's attorneys soon took a turn when they asked Mr. Connolly whether Mr. Depp had been urinating in the foyer as he encountered the apartment house in question. The security guard denied this detail, but his interrogators persisted that Mr. Depp indeed had his genitals out and visible for all to see. Confused, Mr. Connolly then delivered the hilarious answer, "I think I would remember if I'd seen Mr. Depp's penis," which resulted in a roar of laughter from the Willy Wonka actor and his team. Number 7. The Muffin Interrogation. Depp's legal team enlisted Dr. Shannon Curry to analyze Heard's claims of having PTSD, but rather than PTSD, Dr. Curry concluded that Heard has a borderline personality disorder or histrionic personality disorder. As significant as this development was, Heard's attorney Elaine Bredehoft dwelled on what seemed like an inconsequential detail, which you guessed right, were muffins. According to Dr. Curry, she asked her husband to pick up muffins because she was running late. Bredehoft suggested that the forensic psychologist wanted the muffins, especially for her high-profile client, but Curry testified that she often has muffins at her office. The straightforward answer was not to Bredehoft's liking, who focused on the baked goods to the point that Dr. Curry outright expressed her desire to stop talking about muffins, and even went on in detail to explain the muffin situation to the courtroom. After this instance, the internet deemed that Curry was married to the Muffin Man. One person tweeted, "Dr. Shannon Curry's husband will go down in history as the Muffin Man." Another wrote, "So we all agree Dr. Shannon Curry's husband is the Muffin Man?" Number 6. What's inside Depps Jar? Mr. Depp can be seen laughing many times during the trial, usually at ridiculous decisions made by the opposing lawyers, which the fans have been enjoying. One of the moments that made Depp snicker under his breath was when Ms. Heard recalled a jar that belonged to Depp. According to Ms. Heard, Depp was using drugs because of an alleged jar of cocaine on the table. At this point, Depp could be seen smiling and whispering to his lawyer, which made them both giggle. Though no one knows what was said by Mr. Depp, fans believe he was remarking on one of his iconic roles, Jack Sparrow. The reference was to his character in the 2006 film Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Man's Chest, where Captain Jack Sparrow teases Davy Jones with a jar full of dirt by repeatedly saying, "I got a jar of dirt." The video blew up on TikTok, where many fans compiled both moments to appreciate the funny throwback to his roles that were made during the trial. Number 5. Did someone fart? Amidst all the clips that have surfaced on the internet from the Depp-Heard trial, this particular video has become quite popular amongst the netizens. But it has nothing to do with the trial itself. Georgina Duters, Johnny Depp's witness and a longtime friend, farted in the courtroom, or at least that's what the netizens believe. Mrs. Duters, while on the stand, moved around with a look of embarrassment. She further excused herself by saying, "Oops, sorry, that was me." Although there was no obvious noise, this video surfaced on the internet with a fake fart sound edited in the background, and this convinced everyone that Mrs. Duters was responsible for the loud flatus. Though there was no official confirmation if the witness really passed gas in the courtroom, the site confirmed that the farting videos online were edited. The netizens, however, are still enjoying the fact that Mr. Depp's friend may have broken wind while on the stand. Clearing the air just wasn't in the cards for Mrs. Duters. Number 4. The finger situation. One of the biggest pieces of evidence that Johnny Depp's lawyers presented in court against Amber Heard's domestic abuse of the actor was his severed fingertip. The incident occurred in 2015 when Mr. Depp lost his fingertip during the filming of Pirates of the Caribbean: Dead Men Tell No Tales in Australia. According to Depp's recollection of the event, Ms. Heard threw a bottle of vodka at the actor in a fit of rage, which severed his finger. He then hid in the bathroom until he was taken to hospital. Amber Heard denied Mr. Depp's recollection of the event. She stated that she was abused by Mr. Depp on the night of the incident and was asleep when the event took place. She also said that Depp wrote on the wall with blood from the severed finger and paint. The house manager, Ben King, found the fingertip in the paper towel in the bar. Mr. Depp's doctor and nurse also testified that the fingertip was found on the kitchen floor. The two very different testimonies of the event have left the netizens taking sides on who is in the right and who is to blame. All we know is that this is one of the most pivotal moments of the trial. Number 3. The PTSD Diagnosis. Though there have been some meme-worthy moments in the trial that the internet was able to enjoy, some were far more disturbing to joke about. The allegations of abuse that Ms. Heard claims to have suffered are a big chunk of the trial. One such incident occurred when Ms. Heard, Mr. Depp, and their friends were at a fancy Californian trailer. They had planned to consume drugs for recreational purposes, including mushrooms. Ms. Heard recalled that, at some point in the day, Johnny Depp accused the actress of taking his cocaine. This was followed by an invasive interrogation that Mr. Depp did by searching her body. Dr. Dawn Hughes diagnosed the actress with PTSD after hearing her story. Her doctor said that Heard had 19 out of 20 major symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, which is very uncommon even in the most severe cases of PTSD. Dr. Hughes confirmed this diagnosis after recounting several of Mr. Depp's abusive behaviors, including acts of sexual violence against Amber Heard. The netizens have remained divided in her diagnosis, with some believing that the actress is faking her trauma because of her relaxed behavior in the court in the previous trials. Whether you believe the diagnosis or not, we know for certain that PTSD is not something to be joked about. Number 2. The Fecal Revenge. Talking about things that shouldn't be joked about, This one has definitely become the butt of the joke for netizens, especially because it involves a human turd. Though this is categorized as one of the many ways Ms. Heard abused Johnny Depp, fans have not been able to keep their laughter in after hearing the details of this incident. After the now divorced couple got into a fight on Heard's 30th birthday, Mr. Depp claimed that Amber Heard had left him with a present before making her way to Coachella. According to Mr. Depp, Ms. Heard took a dump on the side of his bed. Security guard Sean Bett showed Mr. Depp an image of human fecal matter on his bed. Ms. Heard put the blame on their teacup Yorkies for the poop, but it was hard to believe that such tiny creatures could produce feces of that size. Startling Jenkins, Mr. Depp's driver, testified that Ms. Heard called it a horrible practical joke gone wrong. This supported Mr. Depp's claim that Ms. Heard pooped on his side of the bed as an act of revenge. That's one case about the mysterious poop that the netizens can put to rest. Number 1. The European kisses. Sometimes the funniest moments are the little moments that can make the onlooker snicker here and there. After going through some heavy parts of the trial, we will look at one of the most hilarious, meme-worthy moments at the top of our list that kept the viewers entertained. Isaac Baruch, one of Mr. Depp's childhood friends, was brought to the stand to give his testimony. The cross-examination took a comical turn when Ms. Heard's lawyer, Elaine Rederhoff, started questioning Baruch about the kiss between Ms. Heard and him. At one point, Ms. Heard's lawyer demonstrated kissing by moving from left to right. She further asked him to demonstrate how he kissed the actress on the cheek, without any relevance to the case. She also asked him to share the intensity and pressure of the kisses. Mr. Baruch also made a joke about not being European after being asked about the style of kiss he used to greet Heard. Watching this moment unravel left many of the netizens crying with laughter. This satirical hearing is one of the hilarious moments that made the trial entertaining. That's all for today's video. Which moment do you think was the wildest? Let us know in the comments below. Goodbye.